Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Gaura Dhawanlal with the news at 9. The headlines. New Delhi asks Pakistan to accept reality and stop interfering in internal affairs of India. People offer Friday prayers in Srinagar and other places as life returns to normal in Jammu and Kashmir. President Ram Nath Kovind gives assent to Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Bill 2019 to make it an act. Registration begins for Pradhan, Mantri, Kisan, Maan, Dhan, an old age pension scheme for farmers. Rescue and relief operations in full swing as rain fury continues in Maharashtra, Karnataka and Kerala. And 66th National Film Awards announced. Best Feature Film Award for Gujarati movie Hellaro. Ayushmann, Khurrana and Vicky Kaushal share Best Actor Award. India today said it is high time for Pakistan to accept reality and stop interfering in the internal affairs of other countries. Briefing the media in New Delhi, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said Islamabad is nervous over New Delhi's decision to revoke special status of Jammu and Kashmir under Article 370, and it is trying to present an alarming picture of the bilateral relationship, which is not true.
Whatever steps we have taken in relation to Article 370 is our internal matter under our sovereign jurisdiction. But beyond that, as and when Pakistan decides to internationalize it, we will see what steps are to be taken.
He said Pakistan thinks it will not be able to mislead people if there is development in that region. He said steps have been taken keeping in mind the best interests of Jammu and Kashmir. The spokesperson said Pakistan's decision to downgrade diplomatic relations and suspend the Samjhauta Express is a unilateral move. He said India has urged the neighbouring country to reconsider its decision.
The action taken by Pakistan, it is unilateral. So whether it is Samjhauta Express, trade relations, etc., I think this has been done without consulting us. We have urged them that they should reconsider those decisions. We have regretted the steps which they have announced. Whatever is being done and whatever is being announced by Pakistan, it is to kind of present a very alarming picture about our bilateral relations.
Mr. Kumar asserted that Pakistan's efforts to link a peace deal with the Kashmir issue have not worked. He said India has briefed the other nations about its decision on Jammu and Kashmir. The spokesperson also clarified that Pakistani airspace is not closed. Only rerouting has been done and the airspace is operational. In Jammu and Kashmir, the situation is returning to normal as mosques open today for Friday prayers amidst tight security in the Kashmir Valley. Quoting official sources, AIR correspondent reports that people took part in Friday prayers in Srinagar and other places in the valley. Friday prayers were also held across Jammu region, including in Doda. The correspondent adds that National Security Advisor Ajit Dobhal visited downtown Srinagar and spent over 2 hours in the area interacting with troops and local people. He called on Governor Satyapal Malik at the Raj Bhavan in Srinagar today. More from our correspondent.
Governor has directed Deputy Commissioners of respective districts in Valley to declare staff for visiting different localities and mohallas and take stock of requirements and address them swiftly. They have been asked to visit at least 20 families daily and solve their issues. Further, mobile vans have been pressed into service for selling essential commodities. Meanwhile, administration has withdrawn Section 144 from Jammu and all the schools and colleges will reopen in Jammu from tomorrow. R.K. Rana for AR News from Jammu and Kashmir.
President Ram Nath Kovind has given his assent to the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Act 2019. A Gazette notification to this effect was issued by the Ministry of Law and Justice today. Parliament had passed the bill in the just concluded session. The bill seeks to make Jammu and Kashmir a union territory with legislature and Ladakh union territory without legislature. President Ram Nath Kovind has given his assent to the Motor Vehicles Amendment Act 2019. A Gazette notification to this effect was issued by the Ministry of Law and Justice today. Parliament had passed the bill in the recently concluded session. President Ram Nath Kovind hosted an at-home reception in the honour of freedom fighters at Rashtrapati Bhavan this evening. The President also felicitated freedom fighters from across the country on the occasion. The event was held to mark the 77th anniversary of the Quit India movement. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah were also present on the occasion. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today said the government will encourage private industry investment in the defence sector while also strengthening defence PSUs and the Ordnance Factory Board OFB. Addressing CEOs of top defence and aerospace companies in New Delhi, the minister said defence industry production is at 80,000 crore rupees in 2018-2019, of which 16,000 crore rupees was the contribution from the private sector. He said defence companies have huge opportunities for contributing to the domestic market in addition to exports. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts. Former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley was admitted to All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS, in New Delhi this morning. He is currently undergoing treatment in the intensive care unit under the supervision of a multidisciplinary team of doctors. AIIMS, in a statement, said Mr. Jaitley is now hemodynamically stable. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla visited him in hospital. Rain fury continues in north and coastal Karnataka, with many areas facing a flood situation and landslides in Kodagu. Chief Minister B.S. Yadurappa visited the flood and rain-ravaged regions of Bagalkot and Gadag today. Speaking to media persons, he said 100 crore rupees have been released for relief measures in the rain-affected regions. Meanwhile, the centre has released 78 crore rupees out of the 200 crore rupees that the state had asked for. More from our correspondent.
Red alert for heavy rains continues in Belagavi, Kodagu, coastal and Malnad districts. Highest rainfall of 397 mm was recorded in Yellapur in Uttara Kannada today. 4 helicopters are pressed into rescue service and to airdrop food and medicines. Joint rescue team comprising of fire and emergency, SDRF, NDRF and Army have evacuated more than 2 lakh people as on today. Additional 9 NDRF teams were airlifted to rescue operations today. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
Heavy rain continues to batter Kerala, taking the death toll to above 30 in the state. The Met Department has forecast heavy rainfall for the next 24 hours. The hilly tract of avalanche in the Nilgiris district of Tamil Nadu has received the highest ever 91.1 centimeters of rain. In Maharashtra, rescue measures are in progress in rural and urban areas of the western districts, including the worst affected Sangli and Kolhapur. A report.
Though the rains have taken a breather in Kolhapur today, the flood havoc continues to disrupt life in districts of western Maharashtra, including Pune, Sangli, Satara, among others. Rescue teams of NDRF, Coast Guard, Navy, Army, State Disaster Relief Force, as well as local activists are putting uninterrupted relief aid to the people. Around 2.80 lakh people have been evacuated so far to a safer place. Nivedita Bhorkar, AIR News, Mumbai.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare today initiated the process of registration for the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Maan Dhan Yojana PM-KMY. It is an old age pension scheme for all small and marginal farmers in the country. Talking to media persons in New Delhi, Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Tomar said that around 418 farmers have registered their names with common service centres in different states during the first hour of the launch at 11 a.m. Under the scheme, a monthly pension of 3,000 rupees will be provided to eligible farmers with up to 2 acres of land holding on attaining the age of 60 years. The scheme will be formally inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Minister Ram Nath Kovind has said that the centre aims to cover almost every part of the country under the One Nation, One Ration Card scheme by 1st June next year. Mr. Paswan said the pace of the scheme will be determined by the computerization of the public distribution system. He was speaking on the occasion of the formal inauguration of the pilot cluster scheme for implementation of the One Nation, One Ration Card scheme in New Delhi. The DMK has won the closely fought election in the Vellore Lok Sabha constituency by a slender margin of over 8,000 votes. Party candidate Kathir Anand has secured 4,85,340 votes as against the 4,77,199 votes polled by his close contestant A.C. Shanmugam of the AIADMK. Election to Vellore on August 5th was necessitated by the rescinding of polls during the general elections following a huge haul of money there last April. Bhubaneswar Kalita, former Congress chief whip in the Rajya Sabha, who resigned from the House early this week opposing the party's stand on the government's decision on Jammu and Kashmir, today joined the BJP. Mr. Galita, whose term in the Rajya Sabha was till April 9th next year, is the second Congress Rajya Sabha member after Sanjay Singh, a member of the erstwhile Amethi royal family, who has joined the BJP. The Bombay High Court today granted bail to 3 women doctors who were arrested for allegedly abetting the suicide of their junior colleague Payal Tadvi. Justice Sadhana Jadhav granted bail to Hema Ahuja, Bhakti Meher and Ankita Khandelwal, who are in jail since May 29th on a cash surety of 2 lakh rupees each. More than 2 million Muslims from across the world are converging at the tent city of Mina in Saudi Arabia as the 5-day Hajj pilgrimage began today. They will spend the night there and then move towards the plains of Arafat at dawn tomorrow for the day's main ritual of Hajj reciting prayers. Nearly 2 lakh pilgrims from India are performing Hajj this year. Around 2,300 Indian women pilgrims have gone there without mehram or a male guardian. The Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, today agreed to come under the ambit of the National Anti-Doping Agency, NADA. This landmark decision makes Indian cricket governing body a sports federation as per government norms, despite being financially autonomous. Sports Secretary Radhesham Jholania said that the board has given in writing that it would adhere to the anti-doping policy of NADA. Bollywood stars Ayushmann Khurrana and Vicky Kaushal have jointly backed the National Film Award for Best Actor for their roles in Dhan and Uri. Gujarati movie Hellaro has been awarded the Best Feature Film. The awards were announced by jury head Rahul Ravel in New Delhi.
The Best Actor award is shared between Ayushmann Khurrana in Dhan as the Best Actor and Vicky Kaushal in Uri.
Aditya Dhar won the Best Director award for his debut, Uri, The Surgical Strike, while Andhadhun also won awards for Best Hindi Film and Best Adapted Screenplay. Actor Kirti Suresh won the Best Actress award for a portrayal of yesteryear star Savitri in Telugu film Mahanati. Badhai Ho, about a family dealing with a late pregnancy, was adjudged the Best Popular Film, providing wholesome entertainment, and veteran actor Surekha Sikri backed the Best Supporting Actress for a role of a cantankerous matriarch. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange surged 255 points or 0.68% to end at 37,582. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also climbed 77 points or 0.7% to settle at 11,110. Meanwhile, industrial production growth dropped to 2% in June this year, mainly on account of a poor show by mining and manufacturing sectors. The News Services Division of All India Radio will bring you a special bilingual radio break program on the anniversary of the Quit India movement. Experts from our Delhi studio will speak to experts present in our regional news units in Jammu, Chandigarh, Chennai, Lucknow, Kolkata and Mumbai studios. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. New Delhi asks Pakistan to accept reality and stop interfering in internal affairs of India. People offer Friday prayers in Srinagar and other places as life returns to normal in Jammu and Kashmir. President Ram Nath Kovind gives assent to Jammu and Kashmir Reorganisation Bill 2019 to make it an act. Registration begins for Pradhan, Mantri, Kisan, Maan, Dhan, an old age pension scheme for farmers. Rescue and relief operations in full swing as rain fury continues in Maharashtra, Karnataka and Kerala, and 66th National Film Awards announced. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.